Hello everybody, it's Peter the Rock. I'm still on the Chess Valley walk. It's getting on for 3 o'clock. That's the direction from which I have come. And I'm at a landmark spot called Cannon Mill. Now, this doesn't exist anymore. Just to show where you are, here's a you are here, there's a green thing up the left. I joined the Chess Valley walk around about here, I think. So I've come halfway to Chesham from Chesham Boys. Cannon Mill was mentioned in the Domesday Book, named after the canons of Missenden Abbey, 13th century owners. Originally a corn mill, it was later converted to produce animal feed, ceased working in 1936. As we all know, 1936 is a very interesting number. It's the last square before this year. It's 44 squared. 2025 is 45 squared, exactly 89 years on, which is 44 plus 45. That's for the mathematicians amongst you, of which there are at least one, that's me. It was demolished, this mill, in 1960 approximately. C is short for circa, which is the Latin for approximately. So in the space of a minute you've had Latin and maths, so you've probably turned off. But if you're still there, there's information about the diverted river. The river once flowed along the valley bottom through what is now the Moor Recreation Ground, which I shall come to soon. When the mill was built, the river was diverted into an artificial channel known as a leaf to create a head of water to drive the mill wheel. There's a bit about brown trout. Brown trout live in this part of the Chess. You may be lucky to see them. I've only ever seen one in 10 years. They live, it says, they can live to be 12 years. Oh, fish facts, here we are. Brown trout can live up to 20 years, but most die before they're a year old. Brown trout are predators, eating insects, fish and even small mammals. They have teeth, and they can change colour to match their mood. Would that humans could do the same thing. It would be a very colourful life. If you're trying to teach them, perhaps a dispiriting one. So these are all the facts, and now I will show you to which they are alluding. And here is the mill race, or what's left of Cannon Mill. You can see, quite simply, there's one part of the Chess River which is higher than the other, only by, I would say, about 8 or 9 feet, but that's sufficient to drive a water wheel, which must have been somewhere in this little dip here. This again, it's Sunday the 28th of September. You can see that I'm on the Chess Valley walk as verified by the Chess Valley walk signs, and there's a lovely public footpath stretching on ultimately back to the railway and that direction, and this is the direction in which I'm going towards Chesham. So there are a few little features here. It's a pity that the thing was stopped working in 1936. It would be nice to see it in action today. Maybe one day, as they sort of rebuild old railways, they would rebuild this mill, but I don't think it's going to be particularly powerful, and it was only used for animal feed in the end. Here is a children's kind of rope thingy for them to play on. When I first came here about 5 or 10 years ago, there used to be, there's another one there. There used to be a rope hanging from a tree over the water, and children like nothing better, or seem to like nothing better than to jump on it, swing out over the water and swing back again without falling in the water. There's another one. It's a veritable children's playground. Of course, the only thing missing is children, rather thankfully, because it looks like if you got this wrong, this rope swing, you could do yourself an injury. To use some rather old-fashioned words. Cannons Mill is still a popular place, certainly for kids. Anyway, that's enough. Thanks for watching. It's Peter the Rock, and it's Sunday the 28th of September. Cheers, like and subscribe.